I had almost a break, broken ankle, but it only like I don't know how to say like it's not a spread.
Yeah.
Well, almost a broken ankle, so I couldn't step on my on my left. So
Wow.
I changed position to be more comfortable.
Yeah, yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, in that it was the last season. I played only 5 minutes of the first match, and I suffered the accident. And that was the last game. So I only played the first and the last.
Oh wow.
I almost spent like 2 months on rehabilitation.
You were benched for 2 months. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that it was
Sad, man.
awful, sad and awful, and really
Yeah,
painful.
I remember. I remember. I played football in high school, and I remember one of my teammates. He's a linebacker, right?
Uh huh.
You know all the positions in English, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he was a linebacker. Um, in fact, he was the middle linebacker. I think they called him the Mike. Mike.
The mic.
Yeah, and the strong is Sam, and the weak side is Will. He was the Mike. He was the Mike linebacker. And the running backs. The running backs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They basically the middle linebacker is basically for the quarterback and the running back.
Uh huh.
And well, that time the running back ran really really hard and hit his helmet on my friend's knee, on his knee,
Oh,
and
yeah.
his knee went backwards. And we were like, oh my god, we'd never seen anything that crazy. It was the craziest thing ever. After that,
Yeah,
he could never play football again.
yeah. It was well. That's almost like happened. Almost the same. It was a counter trap, and I was the lead blocker. So I was making the trap, and the Sam, no, the mic hit me on my knee, but I could like I don't know, like switch my body to receive the hit, but he continued with my ankle, and my ankle like I don't know, it was made like El Chavo del Ocho when he carried something heavy. He made like his feet like outside. I don't know how to say.
Yeah, yeah, like outwards.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So my ankle, I did in that moment I didn't feel my ankle, so I say, oh no, I broke my ankle, but I hit like the grass, the ground, and I felt like a switch, like something make a click, and I start to feel pain. I start crying, and but that was good because I didn't broke any bone in that situation.
Oh my gosh. But in those type of games, only Mexicans play, or people from other countries come and play too.
It depends on the school. In my case, the OM only play university students, and the other universities that are related to the YM. But for example, the UNAM, Poly, they have foreign students. The the most common is in the north, Monterrey, those kind of cities. They have a lot of foreign players.
Okay, okay, I see. And okay, Well, thank you for sharing your experience, man. Carolina, Lydia, did you guys do the homework?
Yeah, yeah,
Yep. Was it
yeah.
difficult?
Uh, in some parts, it was like I had the situation of I I select one one model that could fit, but it wasn't it. It was the other. Like I select could have, and it was wrong because it was my have or
Uh,
those kinds of situation of the yeah of the website.
yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, so sometimes it happens. You know, it's a little difficult to do it based on a website when it's easier when you say it because you want to say it that way.
Yeah.
You know. But okay. Um, let's talk about this.
Then you
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. So remember, yesterday we discussed what did we discuss yesterday? Somebody tell me.
models of speculation.
Past and past participle verbs.
Past and past parts. Yes.
Teacher just sent the homework. Where?
On WhatsApp.
You cannot meet this.
Yeah. What's your number?
Carolina Justo.
Your no. Your
Your
Oh,
number.
yes. I'm sorry. 741.
741.
I don't remember. 114
Okay.
84
84.
43.
43.
Please.
Okay. Okay. Well, that that group. How can I say it? It's being taken care of by Luis. Luis is one of the guys that works in reception. So I told him to add you.
Okay.
Okay. He will add you probably tonight. So you know, I will make sure he adds you. Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. I didn't know that you were in the group, but okay, great.
Yes, thank you.
Well, we know the modals. That's good. Now we're going to go into something crazy. Okay. All of you know the conditionals, right? The conditional sentences.
Or less. I forgot it.
Know them more or less. Okay. Okay. Lydia, Carolina, do you know them?
The conditional.
Yeah.
1, 2, third conditional. If.
Yeah. The four basic ones, right?
Oh yes. 0, 1, 2, and 3.
Okay. So let me give you some examples. The zero conditional. If I get sick, I go to the doctor. Okay, that is a zero conditional. Basically, it's a general truth. No, a general truth or a fact. Okay, if it rains, my flowers, or sorry, if it rains, my car gets wet. If it rains, my car gets wet. That is a fact. Okay, then that is a zero conditional. The first conditional. If I see, let's see, Carolina, give me the name of your favorite celebrity.
Um,
Donald Trump.
Shakira.
Okay. If I see Shakira, I will hug her.
Hug her.
I will hug her with a lot of excitement, right? Now this one is kind of like the cause and effect. Okay, the cause. If this happens, this will happen. Okay. If I see Shakira, I will hug her. If my sister eats my cookie, I will be angry. Something like that. If if my uncle brings me food from his job, I will be happy. Right? He works at a sushi place. Oh, I love sushi. And the second condition. Okay, this is where things get a little interesting. If I had $1 million, I would
Both the dreams house.
buy
Sorry.
my dream house.
Buy my dream house.
All right. And this is hypothetically speaking about the present. Why? Well, I don't have $1 million, and I can't buy my dream house. Right? Okay. That is second. And the third conditional is also talking hypothetically, but it's about the past. And this is the one we've been talking about lately. Can you give me an example, Nydia?
If I
Yes, Nydia?
if I is I had a car, I couldn't have walk. Please, the can you borrow the hat?
Erase half.
Yes.
Okay. I could have walked. If I had a car, I could have walked.
No, I couldn't. The negative. I couldn't. I couldn't.
I would put wouldn't. I wouldn't have walked.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
walk.
I wouldn't. Because couldn't sounds weird in this case.
Shouldn't.
Okay.
Couldn't. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Well, if I had a car, I wouldn't have walked. And this is hypothetically speaking about the past. Okay. Now, the first conditional and the second conditional, sorry, the zero conditional and the first conditional, those things are not really difficult. You know, they're kind of easy. Okay, so the zero condition, the first conditional, they are easy stuff. You know, today, right now, we are only going to focus on the second and the third conditional. Okay, only the second and third conditional. Let me tell you the formulas for the second conditional. The formula for the second conditional is if plus past verb, or I'm going to put simple past, comma, modal verb. Modal verb. Okay. Do you see it?
Yeah.
You see it? So I have if right here. If simple past had modal verb after the comma, modal verb would, and then verb. Of course, you need to put the subject. You need to put extra information. But I mean, I don't think it's necessary to include that in the formula. Just remember that second conditional, if plus simple past, and after the comma, modal verb. Okay?
Yes. The zero conditional is present, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the first conditional, that will be present, will. But like I said, we don't, right now, we don't care about the zero or first conditional. It's too easy.
Okay.
But can you tell me the formula for this third conditional? If plus
past perfect, comma, past modal.
Past modal. Excellent. And remember, the past modal is would have, past participle, could have, past participle, might have, past participle, may have, past participle. Okay. Now, with these two things right here, with these two conditionals, we make a lot of mixed conditionals. Okay? Only with those, and that's why they're so important. How many mixed conditionals are there? I think there are, in total, there are 9 conditionals. Okay? So, are you ready? Today is August 6th, 2020. Our objective for today is to learn the mixed conditionals and how to use them. Okay, because what's the point of learning something if you can't use it? You can use this in a lot of different ways. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, in total there are 10. Okay, so look, there are 6 mixed conditionals. Okay, 6 mixed conditionals. Now remember, when we talk about conditionals, we have two things. We have the condition, and then we have the result, right?
Yes.
That's why it's called a condition. You know, if this happens, this happens. All right. Let's begin with this first one. Okay. Let's see. This first one is past, present. Past, present. This is the first mixed conditional. And check this out. If I had gotten a master's degree, I would have a better job. Okay? If I had gotten a master's degree, I would have a better job. All right? Do you see this? Do you understand why it is past, present, or no?
Yes. Yes.
Why? Why? Tell me why.
Because you don't, in this case, you don't have a master's degree. It's a hypothetically case.
Okay.
Because it could be like, because you're talking about a hypothetical situation in the past that could affect your present.
Bingo. That is it. That is literally it. So I'm going to put colors. Look, in green, we're going to have the present. Okay? And in red, we're going to have the past. Okay? If I had gotten a master's degree, I could have a better job. Now, let me explain this. I don't have a degree. Well, I didn't get a degree. I didn't get a degree, so I don't have a better job, basically. Okay. Again, all of this is hypothetical. Nothing is real. Why? Because the second conditional is hypothetical and the third conditional is hypothetical. Okay? So what I want you to do right now is to write one sentence using this conditional right here. Okay?
Yes.
The conditional clause, use past perfect, and in the result clause, use the modal verb. Okay? Make it make sense. Go ahead. You have 1 minute.
If I had money to buy a car, I would choose a Rolls Royce.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Nice, nice. Nydia?
If I hadn't the COVID, I wouldn't take this course.
If I what?
If it hadn't appeared the COVID, I wouldn't take this course.
Ah, okay, okay. Look, if COVID didn't, how can I say? It sounds really. It just sounds really awkward. Not appear because it's not like abracadabra, alakazam.
No.
It's not like that. You know, it's
Red?
you could say this. It's gonna sound a little complicated.
Yeah. I'm looking for the correct verb, but I don't.
If the
I don't find
coronavirus
it.
outbreak hadn't occurred,
Okay.
okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. And Carolina?
Um, if I had driven careful, I would have my driving license. I don't know if it's okay.
If I had what?
If I had driven careful, I would have my driving license.
If I had driven carefully, I would have my driver. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Remember, it's driven. Driven carefully.
Driven carefully. Carefully.
Yeah. Carefully because after a verb you need to use the
Yes.
adverb.
Yes.
Okay. And Nydia, one more time, can you repeat yours?
If it appear, no, if
I told you what to write.
I lost.
You lost it. You didn't write it.
If the coronavirus outbreak
If the coronavirus outbreak hadn't occurred. Okay. Okay, Nidhi, can you read it again? Read yours correctly. I want to hear it correctly.
I wouldn't take this course.
Okay, now read it again.
The second.
Everything.
The second.
If the coronavirus outbreak hadn't occurred, I what?
I wouldn't take this course.
Okay. Look, I want you to read the entire sentence. Everything.
If the coronavirus outbreak hadn't occurred, I wouldn't take this course.
Okay, good. I wouldn't take this course. All right, great. And now let's look at the next thing. The next thing we have is the past future. The past future. Here we go. Okay. Now here we have the future. Okay, why do I have the future? Well, sometimes the second conditional can be for the future as well. How? Well, you know, when we talk about the second conditional, it can be for the present or for the future. I'm going to write that down. Okay, and that we are going to write it in purple. Okay, if I hadn't accepted the job, I would go to Mexico with you next month. If I hadn't accepted the job, I will go to Mexico with you next month. What happened? I accepted the job. Therefore, I can't go to Mexico with you next month. All right. Why? Because, well, I accepted the job and I need to start working. And you know, they don't give you vacations on your first days of work or your first weeks or your first months. So I can't go to Mexico with you. Okay?
Okay.
If I hadn't accepted the job, I would go to Mexico with you next month. It's kind of like the first mixed conditional, past present, but you know, to make it more specific, you add a future time expression. In this case, I have next month. I can say next month, tomorrow, tonight, next week, next year, etc. Okay? Can you please write an example using this structure? All right. Go ahead. You have 2 minutes, guys.
Gotten the level B2, I will take the next TKT course.
Okay. Oh, your goal is to take the TKT?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, honestly, you know, the TKT course changed my life. You know, it's really, really good. It helped me so much. Now I teach TKT. It's really cool. Yeah.
What kind of things you learn on TKT? I've never take that kind of.
Methodology.
And you learn probably everything you learn in your career, man. But in like I think like, if I'm not mistaken, it's 40 hours. Literally, man. Literally.
Oh, so you focus it on teaching English.
Yeah. There are 3 parts. One of the first part is grammar. Well, not grammar. Parts of speech and the use of language. You know, the first part, you have to know everything. You know, what is a noun, verb, adjective, adverb,
Oh, yeah.
conjunction, preposition. You need to know everything. And in the second part, it's about planning. How to plan the best classes. You know, the different steps. You have
So you
your
see methodology and that kind of. Oh yeah, because people say that despite I studied languages, I need those kind of course, but some teachers told me that it doesn't necessary. It's not necessary because, as you said in school, like it's the same topics, but I don't know exactly if it's the same or not.
Well, first, man, nothing is ever necessary, but it's really good if you want to see things from a different perspective because maybe the way they taught you in Fale is using it's a different methodology, and the methodology with the TKT is from Cambridge, and Cambridge is like the leader in English
Yeah.
teaching, so it's actually really good, man. And they even teach you how to manage your students, like what to do if like the best things, the best activities to do, like the different types of groups that you learn about your students' necessities, and I don't know, it's just really good in my opinion.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it sounds like there are some topics that I learned in the college related to that situation. And that kind of related to methodology, we learn like everything since
Yeah,
the grammar translation to the competence and the new ones with related to ticks.
that's good, man. Well, what can I say? It's good, and for some people, it is necessary. It is necessary, especially if you want to work like in another country. You're gonna need your bachelor's degree and also probably a TKT. Okay, because people, first world countries, they know the education in Mexico is not
Yeah,
that good.
yeah.
So if you have a TKT, that's a international certificate, and they will take that. They respect that a lot.
I really want to teach abroad, but not English. I want to teach Spanish for right people. But I think it's more difficult to teach Spanish than to teach English.
I think so.
Yeah, yeah, really.
Maybe so. Maybe so. Okay. Well, Carolina, you're the only one that's left. Tell us your sentence. Carolina? Carolina? Carolina.
I'm here.
Okay.
Hello. Yes. If I hadn't came, if I hadn't came with you, I wouldn't be a good friend. I don't know if it's okay.
Now, if I hadn't come,
Come. If I
yeah,
hadn't come,
yeah. But everything else would be good.
come. If I hadn't come,
Yeah, COME. If I hadn't come with
okay.
you, I wouldn't be a good friend. Yeah, perfect. Um, so you're saying you did go with the person and you are a good friend, right?
Yes.
I like it. I like it. Great. Yeah, come is a weird word because it's come in the present, came in the past,
Past
and
and
come
come.
in the
Yes.
past participles.
Yes.
It's a weird
Thank
word.
you. Thank you.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Well, let's see. The next one, number 3, is the present past. The present, past. Let me give you an example. If I were rich, I would have bought those Jordans yesterday. If I were rich, I would have bought those Jordans yesterday. Okay, so here we have the past, and then we have the present. So basically, I'm not rich, so I didn't buy those Jordans yesterday.
In that conditional, the present is speculation. Because if I were rich, or because or how it's necessary to use like were. If I were rich, if I were.
Oh yes. So whenever you are talking hypothetically, you cannot use was ever. Is that what you mean?
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
even if it's singular, if she were, if they were, if he were, always were.
But
Now,
that's the same structure for another sentences, another kind of example. Or can you give another example?
Yeah. Like another example with were, or another example with another verb?
With another.
Okay. If Daniel spoke English really well, he wouldn't have taken the Cenni course last month.
Okay, so in the part of if, the tense structure is past, simple.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Don't get confused with this. I know it says present, but remember when we talk about the present, we use the simple past.
Okay. Yeah. That was my doubt.
Okay.
Weren't too aggressive with me. I wouldn't have hit him last night.
I wouldn't have hit him.
Yeah.
Yes. Remember, and the present hit, past hit, past participle hit. It doesn't change. Okay. Great. I wouldn't have hit him. Nice, nice. All right. Ladies, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, tell me.
If the table weren't so small, we would have sat together.
Can you repeat that?
If the table weren't so small, we would have sat together.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah. Great. And well, I don't know whose voice is who. I don't know if Nydia just spoke or Carolina, but the other lady, can you speak, please? Nydia? Carolina?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, can you read yours?
I am Carolina.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Sorry, it's because since I don't know who you are, I can't, you know, correlate
Okay,
your face with your voice, your name with your voice. Okay, but Nidia, can you read yours?
I wrote.
If I had enough money, I would have bought a car.
Ah, I would have bought a car. Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. All right, and those are those. Now let's make space for the next. Oh, no.
Um,
Now let's go to the next conditionals. We have three more. We have three more.
really?
Yeah, three more. The next conditionals is present future. Present future. And this is how you make it.
This is a little confused.
Yeah. If I didn't have so much work, I would go to the club tonight. Okay, now look at this. Look at this. This mixed conditional looks like a normal conditional. Which one does it look like?
The second, no, the first.
No, not
Oh.
the first.
Or zero.
It looks like the second one, man. See, look, we have if in the simple past, and then we have the modal verb. Like in the second conditional. Now,
I got lost.
There's a lot of debate on whether this one is a mixed conditional or it's just a second conditional. But on all the websites that I read about, it is a mixed conditional. Okay, so basically, I have so much work. So I can't go to the club tonight. Okay? I have so much work, so I can't go to the club tonight. Something in the past, something in my present will affect my future. Okay? Please write your sentence.
Outside while raining, I wouldn't be sick.
If I didn't play outside, I wouldn't be sick. If I didn't play outside, I wouldn't be sick. So give me more context. Give me more context.
Oh.
Like, when did you play outside?
Okay. For example, if I didn't play outside while raining in the morning, I wouldn't be sick, or I will, or I wouldn't, I would. Oh, let me check. I would see the doctor. I wouldn't see the doctor next tomorrow.
That is the second mixed condition. Because he said, if I didn't play in the rain this morning, that is the past. And right here, we're talking about the present. Look at my sentence. If I didn't have so much work, I have a lot of work now in the present. And that's why I can't go to the club tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So adjust that one a little bit, you know?
So I wrote in second conditional, with second conditional, not with mixed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't have free time. I couldn't do pennies at home.
You would do what?
I couldn't do pendings at home. Pendientes. How do you say pendientes in English?
I guess you can say pending. It's not a very common thing to say, but it's okay. But can you repeat it again? I didn't understand the first part.
Okay. If I didn't have free time, I couldn't do pendings at home.
If I didn't have free time, I wouldn't do things. Right there, I think the correct thing would be if I had free time. If I had free
Okay,
time.
if I have.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And Carolina?
Thank you.
Okay. You're going to do the correction, right? If I had more points, I would obtain the job.
Okay. If I had more points.
I am a little confused. If I didn't, or if I did have, and I don't know. I am.
I didn't quite understand it either. Can you repeat it again?
Okay, I'm going to read my sentence. Okay. If I had more points, I would obtain the job. I don't know.
Right there, you're using the past perfect. Remember, it's not. We're not using the past. We're using the present. So only use the simple past. If I had more points.
If I had
Yeah.
more points, if I had more points, I would obtain the job.
Yes. Okay. That would be good, but points for a job? Like, what kind of job is that?
What?
What kind of job is that? Points for a job?
I don't know how explain it. It's like the plaza. In Mexico, Plaza
Ah,
de la Sep. I don't know.
okay, okay. I get it. I get it.
I, I I didn't know how to how to write. I would obtain the plaza,
Yeah,
the plaza teacher. You know
yeah. I guess you could say the base teacher,
what?
something
Repeat,
like
please.
a base teacher.
A base teacher. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe.
I would be a
Mm-hmm.
base teacher. Okay. Okay. Sounds good to me.
I think I have one.
Okay. Go
If
ahead,
I
Oscar.
if I ate well now, I wouldn't buy food at the cinema in the evening.
If I ate well now, I wouldn't buy food. Okay. Good. That's good. Thank you. And we have this next one. Future past. Okay. If I had a party, sorry, if I didn't have a party tonight, I would have invited my parents over for dinner. Okay, so what happened here? Well, I have a party tonight, so I can't invite my parents over for dinner tonight. Okay, here we have the future past. It's kind of like number two, kind of, but reversed. Right? Please make one sentence with this. And while we are at it, I'm going to write the next one. Uh-oh. The last one is future present.
¿En serio? O sea, viendo si ya te vas a tomar. De verdad, no, espérate. Pero no ha llegado, ¿o qué? Ahí está, pues.
Okay, guys, please write a sentence for number 5 and a sentence for number 6. Okay?
5 minutos y ya se va el maestro.
If I didn't this course this evening, I would have prepared the intensive course SEP.
Okay, I would have prepared an intensive SEP course.
SEP course, thank you.
Okay, but wait, if I didn't what?
If I didn't this course this evening.
If I didn't have.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, I have for the number 5. If I didn't work late tomorrow, I wouldn't have canceled it all day.
Excellent. If I didn't work late tomorrow, I wouldn't have canceled our date. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? And anybody else?
Me, teacher?
Yeah, go ahead.
If my brother didn't have the accident, he would have with life, or he wouldn't have died.
If my brother didn't have the accident.
If it's okay. If my brother didn't have the accident. No, didn't the accident.
Remember, after didn't, you need to use a verb. Okay?
I wrote, if my brother didn't have the accident.
Okay.
He would have.
When?
What?
When did he have the accident?
April 88. No. April 28.
April 28th. Okay, so it's the past.
Yes, this is the past.
Okay, but you see you have to use the future right here.
Yes.
Future and then the past.
The future he would have with life.
Can you repeat it again?
He would have with life.
He would have a good life. If my brother didn't have the accident, my brother didn't have the accident. No, that one is not good, because look, something that will happen in the future affects something that it will happen in the past. Like here, I have something planned for the future, a party. So yesterday I couldn't invite my parents. You see, I'm like in the middle. Something in the future affects my past.
Okay.
All right. Not Lydia. Do you have number 6?
Yes. If my cat were sick, he would eat well.
If my cat were sick, he would eat well. when is your cat sick?
In this moment,
Okay. Remember, after number 6, right?
yeah.
It's the future, not this moment. It's the future. Something in the future. How can I say it? I am doing something in the future, and it is
So
affecting something in the past, or in this case, number 6, the present.
where if my cat were being sick, he would eat well.
No, do not talk about your cat anymore, because whatever happened to your cat is in the present.
Yeah.
Think about something else, or make up another sentence about the future. How can I say? If I can give you some more examples if you'd like. Let's see. Let me move all of this. If Sandy were giving a, let's see, now I'm going to use one of your names. If Carolina were taking the test tomorrow, she would be very nervous. Okay. Now, if hypothetically, the future, remember, she's not taking the test tomorrow. It's hypothetically about the future. She would be very nervous right now, but she's not nervous right now because she is not taking the exam. Okay, so it's hypothetical, and remember, in both cases, everything is hypothetical. Nydia, you made a mistake because what you said is real. Your cat is sick. Your cat is sick. And yeah, it has to be hypothetical in both cases. But well, look, I guess we're going to work on the 5th mixed conditional and the 6th mixed conditional a little bit more tomorrow. Okay?
Okay.
But for today, your homework for today is I want you to write one more sentence for each mixed conditional. So in total, 6 sentences. Okay?
Can I tell you the last one?
Yeah, go ahead.
If I were going to the doctor, I would be much better. Can be?
Okay. Yeah.
If I left work early, I would be at your performance.
If I left work early, I would be at your performance. No. No.
Why?
Why? Okay. First, when are you leaving work?
Today?
Today? What time?
I don't know, maybe 3 at 3 o'clock.
The past.
No, I'm working or I'm at work. So if I left work earlier or if I finish my work earlier, I could be at the performance of the other person.
If I left work early, You could say this: if I were leaving work early tonight, I would be at your performance.
Okay.
Okay. If I were leaving work early tonight, I would be at your performance. Okay.
Okay.
So guys, we're gonna stop here. Just remember, one sentence for each next conditional, and we will check it tomorrow in class. Okay.
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 All right, guys. I know this is a little stressful,
Okay,
but we're going to take more time with this. All right.
All right.
We'll check it on Monday. Remember, no classes tomorrow. I will see you on Monday.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yes.
thank you.
All right, guys.
See
Have a
you
nice
next
weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Next month.
No, you too.
Thank you. See you next week.